Good evening. Welcome back to the live FB. Alright, every Wednesday night from Trade VSA, I'm your host, Martin Wong here, and of course we are bringing you another update as we do for our VSA 360 member as well as our SmartRobie users who want to know where is the market heading to. So this is the authorized so-called informing event that we do every Wednesday to keep you informed. And of course tonight we'll be talking on the Bursa KLCI. Is it ready for the next uptrend or not? And of course many of you all know that the couple of days ago we had the Bursa KLCI actually turned green pentagon. I think it's important that all our SmartRobie user as well as many of you who are following the market use the green pentagon, as it has been proven, well tested, and you can go on to our website tradevsa.com to check out some of the track record that we have using trading the board as well as the win rate accuracy, at least making 4.5% in here. All that in our website, and also this is how we want to get our members to be ready for the next uptrend. Or is it going to get back to the congestion? Now many of you may be late into the market. That's why we recommend you to use the green pentagon for your market timing. Buy within the valid date. If you go through your trading plan of any stock that comes out on the Pentagon Guide in the SmartRobie, there is a valid date as well as a expiration date. And of course we do have our support line at 010 I think it's 206 9761. Check it out and WhatsApp to us. We are there to help you. Alright, let's get on to our Bursa KLCI tonight. And of course, Trade VSA, we are very happy to be the first Malaysian digital investment advisor license holder in here and continue to blaze the trail in terms of the fintech area. And tonight we're going to talk about why Bursa, my take is that it's going to congest very, very soon. Profit taking, right? So the Bursa right now, it's rallying back to almost 1580, but it will congest very soon. And if you look back in the KLCI, where the market I started to talk about 2 weeks ago, that's where the green pentagon, and it is because we have the market cycle. Okay, the market cycle is in play, so it's very important you know which one is the positive one, and I'm going to show you where is the likelihood of the congestion. Our market's going to go up here, come down, go up, come down, go up. It's not going to go straight up like what we saw last year in March 2024. Now, if you agree with what I've said, yeah, give me a thumbs up so I'll make sure you are well informed of the market and the opportunity going ahead. And we will also look at the market cycle and some of the macroeconomic indicator both for the Malaysian and US market. We will also take a look at some of the Pentagon share that has performed quite well if we look back on 2 weeks ago, and also the US market, and probably wrap it up by then. Now if you got any stocks that you want me to look at, feel free to pencil into the comment section in here. I'll be happy to look at it at the end of the Pentagon Guide share in here to get you all started and of course making money. And also our campaign has come to an end. We do have a winner, right? We'll be announcing the winner. I think the winner is close to about 20% return for a real money trade, right? Using the green pentagon. As I said before, it's very easy to get into the market using the market timing by Pentagon Guide. And as proven, also our robots, right, trading bots has performed very well too. Alright, let's get on to in here. Now if you look back at the KLCI, I want to present the case why the Bursa KLCI will congestion. Now if you look back on going back to 27 to 2025, we're talking something like 15 to 16 years, no more than that actually. It's about 18 years, close to 18 years. And the market this is from last week anyway. Some of you may have seen this before. It's good to recap it again. 2009, 2014, this is where we were at the market. Let me just break it up to you here. And this was that big market movement that we had. and up to 2014, and that was also due to the smart money re-entering the market. But since the big movement, of course, with the global financial crisis that we had, the market hasn't really gone anywhere. Now, of course, we do know the PMX, our Prime Minister, the 10th Prime Minister, is in Moscow now, of course, trying to shake a few more deals in here. But if you look back at the market, pretty much what we've seen from here, 2014 to 2018, it's like a distribution. Let me show you what I mean here, right? And you can see that. And then next we have the 2018 to 2020, we have the COVID year, and we have that market range back down in here. So this is where we are. So we are trying to plot a cycle, and since then, if you look back 2020 to 2021, we are still in the accumulation stage, right? In a longer term stage, if you draw from here, right, this is where we are. So will the market break up here, or it's going to go down, or it's just going to move sideways? What do you think? Right, those of you who are with us right now in the longer term, at the mid-year, I suppose, 2025, where would you think our market is? My best guess is, I'm just going to type out the answer, is Bursa KLCI likely to range bound, right? To range bound at this level, because we don't have any big so-called catalyst that's going to move the market higher, right? Now our GDP growth has been kind of stabilized in here. So also this week, later on I'm going to share with you, we have the foreign funds coming in, and that's why the KLCI move back to the 1582. Now keep in trust in this scale here, because that's going to give you a perspective how the market's going to go forward. If you look back over the 6 years, I suppose 6 or 8 years, going back to 2018, right, our market has not really been performing. If you start off from this base, 1850, right now it's almost 165. You're actually losing money. So it's a range bound, and I do recommend people to actually trade in this market. This is not a market to be holding your stocks, and if you do hold your stock, it's likely not to do well. All right, so keep in mind with that one. Now if you agreed what I've just said here, give me another thumbs up, because these are important facts that we want to go forward with. All right, 2025 to 2025, we have some distribution again. You can see here 2022 to 2025, there's some distribution. The market started to distribute. So it does follow the 4 market stages, right, of the market cycle in here. Now we're going to come to the, we saw the yearly, right, which is the 18 years, right, cycle that we see in the KLCI. Now let's drill back to the monthly cycle, right? So in May, we are likely to see the market actually going down, right? March recovered, April downturn, and May also downturn. But right now we have the nice recovery, because the last couple of 3 months has been down, and also the US and China has signed, agreed on a tariff to pause their tariff for 90 days, and you can see why the market is reacting now, going up. And this is also in line with the seasonal coming into end of May, right, which is really at the bottom, historical, the weakest month, which we'll see it, and then we're going to have that nice push up, which is also coincide with the market cycle that you see in here. So at end July, that's where the peak is, and that's why I already said, now we still have another 1 more month, 1.5 months for the market to peak. So market will sort of range bound, and this is the time that you want to be in the market, following the green pentagon. All right, don't go in if there's no green pentagon. Yeah, many charts is already turning green pentagon. You follow those, and then month of August, that is where the crowd, right, the most of the people will be coming in the month of June, July here. right? That's where the danger point, and of course I want to tell you guys first, this is where majority of people, right? This is where many what we call dumb money will buy here, okay? But the smart money fella, which is all you guys who's been watching, okay, this is where the smart money follower buy here. Okay, so don't be a dumb money, be a smart money in here and follow the green pentagon guide for market entry. Okay, and of course we have the red pentagon, that's when you want to be out. So please be a smart money follower and don't be a dumb money. Okay, so these are very important, so you know the seasonal month and able to time it much better for you. So I hope you get a picture of our monthly market cycle. By the way, next on the 24th of May, I'll be in Malacca with the Phillip Capital Group for a market outlook. I'm going to present some of the facts that we have in here. Now, if you have not seen some of the more detailed explanation about the market, make sure you come to the Phillip Capital in Malacca. Okay, then I'll be, if you are there, do say hello to me, because sometimes I just don't recognize all of you in here. It'd be nice to meet some friendly members and SmartRobie users. At the Phillip Capital event, I think it's at the Marvelous Hotel. I think there's a hotel called Marvelous Hotel in Malacca. Alright, see you then on the 24th of May for the market outlook talk. Now, if you look back at the KLCI, and this is why I said that the market is likely to congest. I'm just going to present the facts to you here. All right, so let's get on to the FKI chart here. Now, if you look back at the chart, every sell-off, we always have a rebound, okay? Every sell-off, we do get a rebound. And let's look at it historically. Where are those rebound? All right, so if you look back, some sell-off that we have here, that's a big sell-off way back, that's about 8%, and then the rebound back to here is 6%. All right, then we have another sell-off here, rebound back to 6%, and one of the strongest was 11.5%. Right, so at the current rating where we are going, you can see this one here down 10%, and the rebound is, okay, let me go the other way. Okay, so if you notice how much is the rebound from this bottom to here, it's already 14%. All right, now that is also why it is supported by foreign fund. So usually when the market go through so much at this level in here, 14.5%, I want to warn our users here who are listening, okay, that this is where the market likely to turn down. All right, so watch out for any upthrust. Right, it did break out in here, but I think it's gonna start to move sideways and to distribute. It also gonna depend on the US market. If US come out with a very strong closing, usually the KLCI will take opportunity to distribute to the unsuspected public. That's where I talk about the dumb money early on. Right, so because most people will come in and buy into the rally, it doesn't go up, then the market will turn back up. It's we don't normally get up the market rebound back so much, 14%. So usually a 10% drop, 14% up, it is very, very high. Even on last year, in the 2024, the big one that we got, okay, let me just pull this back. Let me just get this arrow here. Okay. Oh, they have something new. Demonstration. What was this? All for temporary drawing. Okay. Gotta try that for another time. So you can see, oh, this is where the drawing is. Okay. So you can see from here, the market moves up to rebounded 11%. Then from here, it rebounded 14%. So overextended. Okay. So if you understand what I'm saying in here, just type 1 in the comment, and that's why I do see the KLCI overextending on that premise. Okay, oh, I got eraser too. Okay, what is the magic here? Oh, magic one. Okay, just gonna go back to eraser. Okay, can I write this? I don't think I can write, right? Okay, I'm going to go back to my dot. All right, thank you, Joseph. Okay, so this is why I think the market's going to likely to disappoint people. Now, foreign funds, last week I've talked about foreign funds is already been out from the last 3 months, going back to February. And I said, as long as that was a hope, they are returning. The foreign funds are returning, and this was a talk last week. And of course, whole and behold, we saw a big move, right? And of course, on the Bursa Malaysia website, you can get this, but also on the VSA 360, you can see the renewed confidence as the market come back in. So if we look at the foreign funds flow, let me just share with you here, right? Where we have the VSA 360 in here. So you can see from here, right? And this is what I mean when the we was just showing up to here at this point, right? And then the foreign fund comes in. That is also one of the core reason the Bursa KLCI is moving up. You have a lot of net buying, 365 million in here, and that is, in my opinion, a bit too much. And usually when you get such a high peak area here, this is where the market will reverse. So remember, members, the market is likely to reverse, more reasons to reverse than really going higher from here. So be prepared. So be prepared for that one, because I want many of you who are listening to become smart money. All right. In terms of the US dollar to ringgit, I said before, our US dollar to ringgit are really paired into the Chinese yuan. We have the key holding near 4.3. That was in late 2023. No doubt the market went down to $4.10. I think the holding was 4.30. All right. So where is the US dollar now? Okay, so let's take a look at the daily chart here, USD YMR. And you can see our market went down to 4.2, okay, and then since then the market rebounded back already. Okay, so this was the lowest, 4.1. Now if I switch to a weekly chart, the market had a spring. It does look like it's gonna go to weaken back. We went back to 4.3, and I think likelihood our ringgit will depreciate again. Okay, our ringgit will depreciate again, and this is again tied back to the US dollar to Chinese yuan. All right, Chinese yuan has gotten stronger, and you can see here was the weakening part and then stronger. So those two are correlated. Now the KLCI, I said before this from the VSA 360, usually for the month of May we have this poor performance, right? But because of the big sell-off that we see in March, right, which is quite consistent from 2009 to 2025, every month lose money one. Okay, June, it will be always the lowest month. So if you have a strong closing on May, okay, which is, I think the May will pull back, give back a bit, and this is not going to be a 2.74%. You can see only in COVID period, the April and May we have a strong recovery. Usually May are very weak. So right now, take note, right, this ongoing May, enjoy the rally while you can. All right. Now for the remaining period, I want to share with you our trade VSA buy call, which is also on our SmartRobie in here. This is a premium edition of it in here. We look at Suncon, which turned Pentagon on the 2nd of May, which is about a week plus, and see how well they fare. So if you look back, Suncon, right, which we anticipated. Now if you look back, this market has a long period of congestion here. Okay, and let me just show you what I mean here. So you can see this is where the market range bound, right? So this is like what we call the stage 1, right? This was a nice wash, another wash, then green pentagon came in, right, and started to move up very nicely here. All right, so it pays dividend, follow the green pentagon. Okay, and let's go to the next one here. I gotta go back to the previous one. So we have Suncon, now we have Unisem. Now these are also available on the SmartRobie. So make sure you pick them up. Unisem happened on the May 2nd. So you can see May 2nd, long period of congestion, right? So it's important that you all understand, all right? All the way back into February, right? And of course, right now the market today did hit a nice one here. Let's take a look at our stocks here. Unisem, and see where it is. Yep, it did hit a nice 7% uptrend from here onwards. Okay, so no mystery, I suppose. For those of you who are trading with the smart money in here, you will know why this market will recover in here quickly. If you're already in back in 2nd of May, it's time to take some profit. Okay, time to take some profit. Let's look at the next one we have is Yinsun. Okay, Yinsun. Yinsun also very nice, been downtrend for a fair bit, turning green pentagon on the 2nd of May and then pop, going higher. Right, let's take a look at this market, Yinsun. So market been up how many percent? Today is a nice one here, 8%. Nice one, huh? 8%. Better than what you will be getting in here. So this is a nice recovery, push up in here for 8%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's why we say only enter when you see green pentagon. Okay, can understand that? If you can understand that, just type 2 so I know that you guys are buying at the green pentagon. And we have back tested this over the last 10 years, and our testing has also been regulated by the Bursa Securities Commission, and we want to showcase to you that a lot of these Y and H property did go higher, but profit taking come back down, but still holding up at this level in here for that. So we got almost 4 out of 4 correct. All right, now let's take a look at the US market. This is the US market, and if you can see that the market actually came off the rail sometime in March. You can see the red pentagon. Yeah, there are times that you didn't get right. You can see over here, but when it's down all the way with the green pentagon, it's picking up, and it's going to retest back the 22,000 level in here. At one point of time, I do think that the US market is going to go higher, but not our Malaysia market, right? For the reason I presented in the earlier slide in here, because of the overall yearly range bound of the KLSE, and that's pretty much the gist of it. Now let's take a look at the buy call for our Pentagon guide for the US market. We have NRG, JP Morgan, JKH, and DE. First one is NRG, nice one too. At what prices? Let's take a look at the market here. Okay, NRG, which is NRG Energy, that's pops up. Ooh, that's beautiful, right? You can see the green pentagon pops up, and we just wait for here. And how many percent is that? That is almost 35% if you have take the potential of the Bursa KLCI as well as the New York Stock Exchange in here. A 35% return. That's a pretty good market. Next one, JP Morgan. Okay, let's take a look at JP Morgan also. JPM, right? When did we turn green pentagon? So somewhere down here, right? Yeah, somewhere down here at the green pentagon, and that is 12% return. Okay, since the green pentagon in here. Okay, and for the US market, it's likely going to go higher. So make sure you know about that. Next one is DE. I think it's Deere Company. I think this one they make all the machinery. DE. John Deere. Yeah, they call it John Deere and Company. So John Deere and Company, same kind of pattern in here we are talking about. At the sound of the green pentagon. Okay, which is around here. Okay, and 3%. Okay, 3% for John Deere. And what do we have the next one here? Okay, we have JKHY. Okay, JKHY, HKY. I don't have that, unfortunately. JK, or it's JKHY. It's Jack Henry. I think this is an oil and gas company. Right. So this one here, yeah, it did start at a low side, but it closed back to the high. And let's look at the market. That's a 2% win, as high as 4%. So we have a couple of stocks that went from 2% up to 35% in here. All right. So the US market, as I said before, is likely to turn more bullish. Use the SmartRobie Pentagon Guider shares, and you'll be very, very well taken care of. All right. So year of snake, as I said before, it's going to be a trading year. Not so good. All right. So the remaining time, I would like to look at some of your stocks that you all have, that you want me to take a look at. Right, I've shown you some past one here. Any stocks that you want me to look at, feel free. The usual suspect, maybe looking at Gamuda. Yep, very nice, turning green pentagon from here, green pentagon up to here, which is 18% return. All right, 18% return. YTL Power, I think many of you like this kind of stocks, right? Which is also a nice bottom support here. Let's take a look, and you can see also, okay, from the green pentagon to here, which is another 18% return. How often will you get 18% return? All right, so that's pretty good. Any stocks that you want me to look at? Okay, we'll look at YTL Power too. This is even nicer one. Market really going to recovery. Right, and up to here, 15% return. How about the usual one? Many people like it. IJM. Okay, we just wait for the stocks. You can see from here, IJM turned green pentagon in 10th of April, and a 16% gain for that one. Okay, so any stocks that you have, members, right? So big understanding the market structure and the Pentagon Guider algo system. Follow the Pentagon Guider stock buy call that you get on the SmartRobie. If those of you who have it on the VSA 360, that's pretty good too. All right, powered by VSA technology, we're supposed to call it in there. And congratulations to our winner for our SmartRobie for making real money return of close to about 20%. I've shown you just now some of the stocks going back to May is giving you somewhere with some of the US market is about 35% return, right, from the green pentagon. All right, join our VSA 360 members to want to learn more. And don't forget to join our Telegram chat room. All right, as usual, any stocks that you all have, feel free to pencil those in there. If not, I wish you all the best. The market for the US will continue to go higher, but for KLCI market, it's likely to turn soon. So wait for the, if you're going to buy now, at least buy when there's a green pentagon, okay? Don't buy those already run halfway, which I know many of you do. All right, after run only ask me, can buy? No, buy at the green pentagon. Okay, that's all we have. If you got new stock, again, put it in there, but usually most of you are well aware that the buying at the green pentagon bring the best reward to risk. That's all we have for tonight. I'll see you next week on our breakfast show. That's all. Bye-bye.